Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see all of you here. We know we have more than 400 people registered for the summit. So, and that's more than a 100% growth from last year, which was the first annual climate summit when we had 200 registrants. So we're really delighted with the growth and the interest and the number of people in Frederick County and Frederick City who are really embracing the idea that we need to act on climate change. And elsewhere. I want to welcome you all. My name is Barb Trader. I'm the board president of Mobilize Frederick. I'd like to tell you a little bit about us. Most of you know that in 2020, the Board of Aldermen and the County Council were the 92nd and 100th governing body in local communities in the United States to pass a climate emergency resolution. 92 and 100, back in 2020, right in the heart of the beginning of the pandemic. The resolution started the ball rolling by establishing a climate emergency mobilization work group. Many of us here were part of that work group. And the work group came up with 40 recommendations, the 40th of which was to establish a new nonprofit to help to work in conjunction with city government and county government to make sure that implementation of the other 39 recommendations was possible. And that's who Mobilize Frederick is. We're delighted to have you here. We put this summit on each year so we can inspire people to act. We can educate people. We can keep folks locally up to date on what's possible, what new legislation has passed, what new tax incentives are available to get the work done, to meet each other and find out who's doing what, and thinking about things in a new way so we can change the way we conduct our daily lives. It's really exciting to mingle with this crowd, and I hope by the end of our 2 days together, you'll feel that energy. I want to also thank our sponsors. They include, and they're right here on this list, but they're also in your program. The sponsors make it possible for us to make sure this is an inclusive event where everyone can participate. And they include Wegmans, Atlas Home Energy Solutions, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union Number 24, Sustainable Maryland, Viridian Capital Partners, the Chesapeake Climate Action Network, Green Energy 360, Neighborhood Sun, Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Josh Bokey, K&G Enterprises, M3J Management, LLC, the Montgomery County Green Bank, the Sierra Club Catoctin Group, the Woodsboro Bank, and ZA&D. I said everything right except for the last one. ZA&D. I want you to join me in thanking these sponsors. Thank you so much. We also have at least 2 elected officials who've pre-registered, so I have their names, and if I've missed anybody and you're here, please wave your hand. But we know that MC Keegan-Air, County Councilwoman MC Keegan-Air, is planning to be here, and I've seen Katie Nash already. Katie, you're way up at the top of the stairs. We want to thank you for coming and supporting our efforts. So my next job is to just let you know why we do the summit. I've explained that a little bit, but one of the things I like to think about is what does it take to create a movement? And I don't know how many of you are familiar with the tipping point. But I think of things in a tipping point. That's how you create broad societal change. And experts say you need to hit about 7% in order for that societal change to take place. Then it becomes a life of its own. And if you think about the fact that we have more than 400 people here, and that the county as a whole, including all the jurisdictions, is about 260,000 people. That means if 400 of us talk to 45 different people on average this year about the things we're doing in their lives and the ways those things have made our lives better and richer, that means we're at the tipping point of 18,500. So let's make it happen. My next job is to introduce Karen Cannon, our executive director. Thank you.